Good morning, everyone. Dr. Stillman here today to talk about UV light. So UV light has been on my mind because it keeps coming up in conversations with my patients and people who are coming to me for help. And one of the things that I'm most struck by when it comes to UV light is how confused people are about its therapeutic promise and value. We have to, I always go back to nature, right? How does UV light work in nature? Well, UV light is part of the natural spectrum of the sun. UVC light is blocked by the atmosphere 100%. Your cells actually produce UVC light when they divide. That's Fritz Pop, Biophotonics 101. And then UVB and UVA light both have unique interactions with human and really mammalian physiology and, all life on planet Earth. And they create a cascade of health effects. And I say it that way because it's very important to understand the complexity here. And some people don't want to engage with the complexity, but if they simplify it, right, they say very simplistic things like, UV light causes skin cancer, we run into actually serious health problems in other organ systems or in other ways, right? So UVA and UVB light, the main effect of UVA, in my opinion, is creating this cascade of hormones from the posterior pituitary, significantly alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone. There's a whole other host of effects that it has on other steroid hormone pathways and also on the aromatic amino acids that resonate with different frequencies of light. So UVA light has all these different effects on human physiology, many of which are very clearly positive. UVB light produces vitamin D in the skin, which is one reason why sun exposure is linked to better health. And so when we say that UV light is, bad for people, I don't say that. Other people say that. Really, we're missing this story of how UV light can build our health. In the winter, this is really important for people to understand because a lot of them come to me confused about why they got sick in a latitude that has very little ultraviolet light. And they're confused because most of the people coming to me are already highly aware of information in the health and wellness space online. They're already eating a special diet. They're avoiding all the usual bad actors in their food and in the food supply. They're aware of toxic effects of herbicides and pesticides and household industrial cleaners and things like that, right? And so I've got to figure out what they're doing wrong. And frequently, one of the things that people are doing wrong is they're not getting any ultraviolet light into their life. And one of the things that I work with people to do is figure out what ultraviolet light exposure is most important or appropriate for them. What device they ought to use, how long they ought to use it for, why they ought to use it. UVA, UVB, these have different therapeutic properties and values, and just throwing them at people indiscriminately can be can give you bad results. And I was perplexed when I first started counseling people about light and sun exposure that some of them actually came back to me and said, well, hang on a minute, doc. When I got more sun exposure, I actually got worse. You have to be mindful of what you're doing and what your therapeutic effect and goal is, and also what the dose is. And something that a lot of people don't focus on, in my opinion, enough, who are aware of the health benefits of sunlight, is the fact that what that sunlight does in your body, harmful or beneficial, depends upon the material, the molecules, the atoms, and the constructs thereof that your body has. So if you're not properly nourished, your body's not going to be able to handle and do good things with that photonic energy. So, Happy New Year, everyone. It's been a little while. I hope you're all well. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. Last week's was great. Really had a good response from that, and really put some information out there that I can't share on social media for reasons that you're probably all aware of. So, hope you all have a great day and take care.